Hello, everyone. I'm going to make one more today because I can. And I want to be done with this book. And I still have not too much to go anymore, but I think it's up to 40, 45. And I'm only on 31. uh, I forgot what I was going to say. That's okay. Uh, as you get older, right? Yes. Uh, I guess people would get more worried about, oh, I can't remember. Why did I walk into the room? This, and that, and then I could see on how people would go, oh, have this moment, oh my gosh, am I developing dementia or Alzheimer's or, right? Yes? No, no, don't give yourself these thoughts. Or if they come and say, oh, wait a minute. I watch my son-in-law here, and he constantly forgets something, right? Yes, my daughter does too. But in my son-in-law, he'll go and he's like, okay, bye, I'll see you. And then I hear the door again, and I said, oh, what did you forget? That's my standard question. What did you forget? Oh, my wallet, my keys, my phone. Right? Yes, always something. And I remember once I started having children, for some reason, there's just not enough space anymore to retain everything. Do you know what I mean? And you have these lapses, these moment lapses of what was I doing? Right? I think to just and also as we get older, what I noticed is I'm so much more relaxed about everything. Yeah, so much more relaxed. Not so okay. I gotta figure out on how I'm gonna do everything today so it gets done. Yes. Now it's just, oh, okay, what time is it? When do I need to be over there taking care of the little one? That's about it. Okay? Yes, I'm always on time. Unless I fall asleep, but that happens. It doesn't really happen. Well, sometimes it happens. But I think it's maybe once or twice that my daughter had to come over here and say, Mom, where are you? Otherwise, I'm always there. Yeah. So, much more relaxed. Yeah, so you forget something here and there. It's okay. That's it. This isn't anything new that we're going through as we get older for most of us. Right? When we think about on how, first of all, I look at other people and go, you were so much younger, 30 years younger than I am, and you feel like you're worse than I am. Right? Yes? Okay, just saying. So there's a lot of things. Just slow down. Also, for people with dementia and Alzheimer's, there's this thing I'm thinking, well, if that were to happen to me, would it really matter so much? I mean, you can't stop it, right? It's like something that just happens. What you can hope for then is that you have good people around you who will actually take care of you. Yes, while it's happening. And the one thing that I found, I'll mention this again today. Oh, okay, maybe I need to talk about that for someone on here. Is that people who have dementia and Alzheimer's, we think that they're gone, that they don't know anymore. They don't know you, right? But that's only on the outside. On the inside, I've been around Alzheimer's patients, people. And even though there was very little going on anymore on the outside, right? Yes, uh, I would just talk to them as if their spirit was there. Well, not as if. Their spirit was there. I've seen it on how when I would treat not the just the body that is there, but the spirit that is still completely intact. And I would just talk to them, this, that, and then I would watch and I would listen and I would actually get answers back. Again, you got to be intuitive about this. We're looking at people as when certain things happen, then it just becomes a condition. Yes, we're forgetting that there's still people with a spiritual nature. And I think that then the violence that sometimes goes with Alzheimer's patients and dementia patients would slowly go down. It would go down because in spirit, then they are still recognized. Yes? And when that happens, then the frustration of, guys, I'm still here just because you can't hear me anymore or see me, and my shell, my body isn't functioning in the way that it's supposed to, doesn't mean I'm not there anymore. Stop treating me like that. Yes? You see? I wonder. Yeah. The body then also can do some really odd things, right? I wonder sometimes if the in the way that people with dementia and Alzheimer's are just wandering off, if that's not the spirit kind of guiding them. Hey, go for a walk. Yes, I'm just saying. Right? Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is, and we'll make the best out of it. Yeah. All right, let's get going. Jeremiah. 6 minutes about that stuff. Jeremiah, book of Jeremiah. Emma knows. My daughter says it's to change weather. I think she's right. It's warm out there. It's been cold. They had some frost several mornings. Then it gets warm. Then it gets cold again. And I think that does affect people's sinuses. Mine, anyway. Book of Jeremiah 31. When that time comes, Yahweh declares, I shall be the God. Okay, the final days. I shall be the God of all the families of Israel, and they will be my people. Yahweh says this, they have found pardon in the desert, those who have survived the sword. Israel is marching to his rest. Yahweh has appeared to me from afar. I have loved you with an everlasting love, and so I still maintain my faithful love for you. What did we read ahead of time Yahweh all said, though? What? Now it's this everlasting love, which, by the way, I do not disagree with. And so I still maintain my faithful love for you. I shall build you once more. Yes, you will be rebuilt, Virgin of Israel. Virgin of Israel, yet adultery, and I don't know what else, is all laid at the feet of Israel, yet it's called Virgin of Israel. The Virgin Israel. Huh? How about the restoration of Israel? That would make more sense. Once more in your best attire and with your tambourines you will go out dancing gaily. Oh. Once more you will plant vineyards on the mountains of Samaria. Those who plant will themselves enjoy the fruit. So here too. So Israel is in this bad state. Okay? Just the state of mind of the people. The reason things never really got better for Israel is because of the state of mind of the people and what they were being told. Like here, once more in your best attire and with your tambourines you will go out dancing gaily. How about not? How about really look on oneself and say, I need to curb my lust for gaily. Yeah, what do you want? For all this dancing around and this and that. Joy, yes, of course. I mean, joy doesn't have to be loud and noisy and dancing and I don't know what, right? I think, and it has its place, but I think that in this, people should be told, you need to settle down properly. You need to get your business in order. Every family has to do that, and we're going to do that with a humble attitude, a restoring attitude. Now, first thing we need to do, we need to be clear about what God's will and ideal is for his people. Do you know what I mean? That's what you do first. But here already, what is already being promised again? And where is that going to lead to? Again. Yes? All right. Just thought I mentioned that. Once more you will plant vineyards on the mountains of Samaria. Those who plant will themselves enjoy the fruit. Yes, a day will come when the watchmen shout on the mountains of Ephraim, up, let's go up to Zion, to Yahweh our God. For Yahweh says this: Shout with joy for Jacob, hail the chief of nations, proclaim, praise, shout. Yahweh has saved his people, the remnant of Israel. Again, how about stay humble? Stay humble a little bit. How about less shouting and I don't know what? Just then to disappoint their heavenly parent again? How about center yourself first? Build this foundation that then one can be proud of. Our heavenly parent can be proud of you. You can be proud of yourself. United, one can be proud of each other. But that needs to be done first. Here again. So ahead. Where is the path of restoration here? What's already being promised to the people? What they need to go and do? Watch, I shall bring them back from the land of the north and gather them in from the far ends of the earth, with them the blind and the lame. Because didn't in a way, if I want to understand this right, isn't everything here that Jeremiah says God supposedly said, in a way, to restore Israel? Go to this place. I'm going to send you to another king and to another country so you become humble again. Become humble again under someone else's rule. Then I'm going to bring you back. And then hopefully you will be able to reestablish the foundation that I had laid for you and you broke to pieces and smashed to smithereens. No? How many times was the temple destroyed? Right? Yes? So if I want to find the good in here, I'm going, God's guidance was in here, just not quite in the way that it's being told here. Because for some reason, when you think you're up on that pedestal, you want your due by the people. You're not teaching them to be more humble, willing to restore what needs to be restored. Right? Everybody wants to jump ahead and do all the partying again. What's that? With them, the blind and the lame, women with child, women in labor, altogether a mighty throng will return here. In tears they will return. In prayer I shall lead them. I shall guide them to streams of water by a smooth path, where they will not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn son. Okay, so somebody making promises here again. Listen, nations, to the word of Yahweh. On the farthest coast and islands proclaim it, say, we already read this too. He who scattered Israel is gathering him, will guard him as a shepherd guarding his flock. For Yahweh has ransomed Jacob, rescued him from a hand stronger than his own. They will come shouting for joy on the heights of Zion, thronging towards Yahweh's lavish gifts for wheat, new wine, and oil, sheep and cattle. What, and that's just going to fall from the sky? Oh, dear me. They will be like a well-watered garden. They will sorrow no more. And then when they realize, no, we have to fix everything now. We got to rebuild things. We got to start growing food again and raising animals. Or says, wait a minute, weren't we told that it would already all be here? And then what happens? Oh, the young girl would beware what people tell you out there. Yes. There is fiction, and then there is reality. The young girl will then take pleasure in the dance, and young men and old alike, I shall change their mourning into gladness, comfort and give them joy after their troubles. I shall refresh my priests with rich food, and my people will gorge themselves on my lavish gifts, Yahweh declares. Okay. Yahweh says this, a voice is heard in Ramah, lamenting and weeping bitterly. It is Rachel weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted for her children, because they are no more. Yahweh says this, stop your lamenting, dry your eyes, for your labor will have a reward. Yahweh declares. Up, now it comes, and they will return from the enemy's country. There is hope for your future after all, Yahweh declares. Your children will return to their homeland. I have indeed heard Ephraim's grieving. You flogged me, I took a flogging, like a young untrained bull. Bring me back, let me come back, for you are Yahweh my God. For since I turned away, I have repented, having understood. I beat my breast. I was deeply ashamed. I blushed, aware of the disgrace, incurred when I was young. Is Ephraim then so dear a son to me, a child so favored, that whenever I mention him, I remember him lovingly still? Okay, God would never say that, but okay. That is why I yearn for him, why I must take pity on him, Yahweh declares. Okay. Set up your signposts, raise yourself landmarks, fix your mind on the road, the way by which you went. Come home, virgin of Israel. Come home to these towns of yours. How long will you hesitate, rebellious daughter? Oh, they didn't want to come home. Sounds like. Interesting. For Yahweh is creating something new on earth. The woman sets out to find her husband again. Okay. This is a really long one. Promise of restoration to Judah. Yahweh Sabaoth, the God of Israel, says this. In the country of Judah and in its towns they will use these words once more when I bring their captives home. Yahweh bless you, home of saving justice, holy mountain. And in this country, Judah and all its towns, the plowmen and those who wander with their flocks will live together. For I shall give the weary all they need and satisfy all those whose strength has gone. At this I awoke and saw that my sleep had been sweet to me. Oh, that was a dream? Ha ha ha. Okay. Our subconscious tells us what to dream. Did you know that? Yeah, and whatever your most fervent wishes are, in a sense, or your greatest fears, that's what you dream about. It's your subconscious. This is not coming from God. Look, the days are coming, Yahweh declares, when I shall sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed, both of people and of cattle. And as I once watched over them to uproot, to knock down, to overthrow, destroy, and bring disaster, so now I shall watch over them to build and to plant, Yahweh declares. My gosh, I don't know what kind of God they have, but this ain't my God. Individual retribution. In those days, people will no longer say, the fathers have eaten unripe grapes, the children's teeth are set on edge. Whoa, I wonder what that means, have eaten unripe grapes. But each will die for his own guilt. Everyone who eats unripe grapes will have his own teeth set on edge. The new covenant. That's a good warning. Why didn't they put it in here properly? Why? Why put it in this kind of hidden way? Hidden way. Isn't God completely transparent with it all? Is there something unclear about the Ten Commandments? Oh, some people are trying to distort them, but when it comes down to it, aren't they completely clear? To me, they are. The new covenant. Look, the days are coming, Yahweh declares, when I shall make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, but not like the covenant I made with their ancestors the day I took them by the hand to bring them out of Egypt, a covenant which they broke, even though I was their master, Yahweh declares. No, this is the covenant I shall make with the house of Israel when those days have come, Yahweh declares. Within them I shall plant my law, writing it on their hearts. Then I shall be their God, and they will be my people. There will be no further need for everyone to teach neighbor or brother, saying, learn to know Yahweh. No, they will all know me, from the least to the greatest, Yahweh declares, since I shall forgive their guilt and never more call their sin to mind. First of all, every sin has to be restored. This is false. The other thing, too, is I do not believe that God, our Heavenly Parent, would just decide, okay, this covenant, you guys broke it, so now I'm going to make a new covenant. Oh, no, 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 no. Once God makes a covenant with us, that covenant stands. And it isn't God who needs to make a new covenant with us. We're the ones who need to restore what was broken in that covenant. Covenant is not going to change. You see, that's the thing. Oh, we're not happy with this covenant. So we're not going to do. Then later on, since that didn't work out, let's make one that suits us better. That's the people talking, not God. People need to be clear about that. Yes? Yeah. No, this is the covenant I shall make with the house of Israel when those days have come. Yahweh declares. Okay, I already read that. Israel will endure. Yahweh, who provides the sun to shine by day, who regulates moon and stars to shine by night, who stirs the sea, making its waves roar, he whose name is Yahweh Sabaoth, says this: Were this established order ever to pass away, before me, Yahweh declares, then the race of Israel would also cease being a nation forever before me. Yahweh says this. Oh, so now if they break this covenant, then they cease to exist. It is, people, come on now. Yahweh says this: were the heavens above ever to be measured, the foundations of the earth below ever to be fathomed, then I too would reject the whole race of Israel. For all that they have done, Yahweh declares. Whoa, definitely not virgin Israel. Jerusalem, according to this, Jerusalem magnificently rebuilt. Look, the days are coming, Yahweh declares, when the city will be rebuilt for Yahweh from the tower of Hananel to the corner gate. Then once again the measuring line will stretch straight to the hill of Gareb, turning then to Goah, and the whole valley with its corpses and ashes, and all the ground beside the ravine of the Kidron as far as the corner of the horse gate eastwards will be consecrated to Yahweh. It will never be destroyed or demolished again. Yeah. All those promises. I'm sure that wasn't kept either. Okay. Here we go. That was a long one. That is that. Now I'm just going to forget about 31, really, when it comes down to it. I'd like to remind everyone I'm doing this for the reputation of God, our Heavenly Parent. I'm tired of the lies being told out there. And then, while some will just go with the lies, oh, it sounds good, okay, don't even think any deeper. Then the ones that go, wait a minute, that doesn't even make any sense. That is so off track now, right? Yes? What? What's going on? So the Israelites are allowed to do whatever, but the other nations then get condemned for it. Not getting that? Yahweh says this, Yahweh says that. It's an angry, hateful, vengeful God. Yes? People say, how's this any different than the Quran? Really, when it comes down to it? Right? Yes? Alright. With some of the stuff in there. I've never read the Quran, so I need to get going there too. Because I have a feeling that... Okay, I'm not going to go there. So I'm doing this for the reputation of God. Yes? So that people aren't repulsed by what actually a lot of Christians out there and other denominations, I don't know, when it comes to God, are saying out there on what he is and what he does, what she is, what she does, right? And then say, I'm not going to believe that. I want to follow something like that. I have total understanding for that. Yes. Hence, I try to teach about a loving, all-knowing, compassionate God who gives nothing but love and would love to receive some from you. Yes? Yeah. He's constant. There is no flip-floppy going on. Yes? And when we think about it a little bit, we do realize that most of the mayhem, destruction, and I don't know, all comes from us. We created it. It wasn't Satan. It wasn't demons. It wasn't I don't know what. It's us. Done. time to restore things. Let's be better people. It's not that hard. And let's not make God into some kind of a monster, because that's what we need in our life, so we can do whatever we want. Let's not do that. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Yes, Eldridge, my dearest brother in faith. Yes, yes, yes. Prayers. I'm hoping you're still praying out of the prayer book. Yes. I love you. I love you all out there. And I will talk to y'all another time.